Welcome to Man of Steel Fan Gives Hope, the Facebook page on YouTube. And it's funny, I've just realised that my phone has got this light attached to it. I didn't know it could do it before, and most of my YouTube videos are kind of in the dark, but that's because I use the other side of the phone, and this time I'm actually using the face of my screen instead of the back. And I just wondered what this button did, and hey presto, a light comes on. So before we go into these movies, I'm still to buy Justice Teen Titans movie that's just came out. I can't remember the title of it. Teen Titans and Judah or something like that. It's in the shops just now. I haven't bought it yet. And these aren't all my DVDs. The rest of my DVDs I've either given out to friends or they're in my niece's house, and she's got a wee collection that I let her keep there just now. So these are, but they're really sort of kid friendly one. Now I was in the shop and I went and got just to see if the Teen Titans movie was out, and it was. But I was running low on pennies, so I had to make a split choice. And then I came across this. This was Vixen, and I didn't even know about this film. And on the bottom it says featuring the voices of DC, Flash, and Arrow. And then as you turn around, you see that it has, you can probably pause this yourself, it's got voices from Felicity Smoke, Grant Gustin, Stephen Amell, Dr. Martin Steele, Brandon Ruth, Kate Cassidy. So that is a great wee DVD of it. Now I haven't watched it, but for me, anybody that's a fan of the show would love this for that main reason. The other film I got was Keeping Up the Joneses, and of course there's a gal there starring Wonder Woman. I got that for the, well, let's face it, I got it for the sexiness and the trailers. Now, let's just look through some of my DVDs. As I say, this isn't all of them. I've got ones that I've sort of noticed on here is the Batman and Superman animated series, the movie where they all team up. Then I've got Batman and meets, was it Batman and the Batwoman or something like that it's got. But these ones I keep downstairs, and I hardly lend these out to people. So some of my family members have got some of the kid friendly ones. Now if I was to pick what one of these I would watch the most, it would be dun 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 dun. That one. That one I've watched the most times, and that one I've bought about umpteen copies of Wonder Woman. I haven't got the re-edition one yet. It's not that I'm a big fan of Wonder Woman. I just loved the story. I loved everything about it. I loved the humour. I loved Steve Trevor. I loved the documentaries and the history of the person that created it. And I just thought the film was a standalone. It wasn't from any other story I'd read. It wasn't based on anything. And I thought this is what they should be doing more often. Don't rewrite. Don't redo something that's already a book. Let's think out of the box. Now, if I was to pick the top 5, of course, that would be in it. what else would I watch? Now here's the film that I've said I've just been reading the book of. It's pretty good, yeah. Now the Batman Superman Public Enemies, I loved it, even though there's a wee slight difference in the book. I've basically bought every book that has Superman and Batman in it, because I like the team ups. I would buy anything with the Trinity. They changed the film, little wee bits, little sexual innuendos with the wee boy and Power Girl, of course, to give it, what's this? It's a Region 2. It looks like an American disc. PG-13. Over here it's probably, it would have been given a 12, and that was the risk for getting some of these box sets here. The Justice League Unlimited one and the Superman ones and stuff like that, they were hard to get. Also the Batman box sets, they were hard to get over here. A lot of them was regional. But for me, I would have wished when they were doing Superman and Batman that they'd kept the two characters grounded and done more films like the animated one that I don't have with me just now, the Batman and Superman, when you see Superman X-raying Batman to see under the cowl and Batman planting the bug on Superman. It was one of these sort of cartoon movies, from the original animated series. But I love that just the same, because I like the dynamics of the two opposites. The Lego movies, yeah, I mean they're okay. They're fun. They're good for the wee ones and ones based on the Lego games, which I do love. This one, of course, was the original kind of DC animated movie. That was good. It was a good origin story of Batman and Joker, and a wee bit kind of ghostly going on. And again, it was homaging to that time when these things were out. So my top 5 films again would be Wonder Woman for all of its content. Next one would definitely be the Batman The Dark Knight Returns. Not basically because it was my first book I bought myself when I was young, the first graphic novel. So it stays it's important to me. But not only that, it actually showed me things I hadn't noticed before in the story. So I felt like the animated movies gave me something more than the books did. The book, I should say. What other film would I normally watch over again? I mean, don't get me wrong, they are all good. There's Assault on Arkham. The New Frontier, of course, that is a film that if you've seen some of what other YouTubes, I'm now reading the book, and that's a fantastic story about Green Martian, a new sort of space age, so that would definitely be up there. Let me think now. What else? I quite liked. I feel sometimes that they're making too many Batman animated movies, and that they should go on to somebody else, not just like Shazam, and get maybe a Martian Manhunter movie or something like that. Or when they did do an Aquaman movie, That's it there, Throne of Atlantis. And I did like that film. So that may just be one. Teen and Justice League versus Teen Titans. I don't know, it was okay. I did love this Justice League War one. That was, I felt again, it was an introduction to these guys meeting up again for the very first time, and kind of Superman was kind of being arrogant there because he's never came across any other people there. Flashpoint, brilliant. It was one of my best stories of the year. They changed a couple of characters like Shazam, and they put Shazam in instead of, I don't know, I can't remember what they changed about. They added Shazam instead of this other character, and that was that Justice League War. But that, for me, Flashpoint was a terrific story. Throne of Atlantis, loved that. Batman, Robin. Now the Superman Doomsday one, wasn't a big fan of the film, but the documentary behind the scenes of creating the death of Superman was a main reason why, when I give that out to people, I tell them if you don't like the film, please watch the documentary about it. One of the short wee cartoons, The Spectre, is worthwhile. You can also get a collection of the short movies and Shazam. You get the Jonah Hex, the Green Arrow, and Spectre, and I wish they would actually do a lot more short stories, but they seem to have stopped that now. What else? Unbound, Doom. Oh, now Superman the Elite, I did like that. I've never read the comic before, but I haven't shown it to the young ones now, just because of the kind of swear words that were in it. You know, it kind of. But for me, that is one of the best description of what Superman is as a character. And I love the politics involved in that, whether he should kill or not. Insulting Batman Year One, the book speaks for itself. You've seen clips and moments of that in Batman v Superman. The Green Lantern movies, they were okay. Green Lantern and Emerald Knights. Yeah, I love those wee short DVDs. I bought some on normal DVD and I bought some in Blu-ray. The normal DVDs, like, I do have like Batman and the Batwoman that I've got. As I say, my niece has got some DVDs because I'm a bit of a brainwasher. You know, Batman and Dr. Freeze. Oh, I did like Apocalypse. That would be another one I would put on for Darkseid. It's amazing how they changed the Darkseid appearance from that to what you see in War, where he's a big, godlike, ginormous sort of guy. So yeah, I mean, there's even that Superman versus Brainiac, but I wouldn't advise anybody seeing that. And of course, the famous cartoon series Justice League. You put 3 of those episodes together, especially Justice League Unlimited Season 1. I thought the ending to that was fantastic. Bring them back. That's. But again, what these films represent is and what they do, they have to keep us buying them. They have to come with a great documentary. And what I don't get about most of these DVDs is the behind the scenes shots come from a different disc. For instance, if you were to buy that, you would hardly see the people doing the voices for the characters or talking how they made that. You might get a history of the comic book, but it's something like the video that comes before this. You'll see a prelude. It says a sneak peek. It says what is it? A sneak peek at DC's universe next animated movie, Son of Batman. So you would get behind the scenes look at the Son of Batman and who's doing the voices, and you'll hear them talking. But when you go and buy the disc, you don't get that same documentary. You get it on the disc before, which I think they should change. You know, I think any film that gets done, you should have the making of it. You should have a look at all the actors and actresses on that disc. Well, as I say, this is only a small part of my DC animated movies. And no, that one doesn't belong in there, but that is definitely a recommended buy. So if you have any animated movie that you haven't seen here today that I may have, and you want a verdict on the film or more better description of it, please leave your comments below, and I'll get back to you and I'll let you know what I think. Tomorrow's the day, tomorrow's Wonder Woman. Please remember to check out my reaction, and hopefully the day after I'll do probably a spoiler review of Wonder Woman, and you know it's going to be good. Thanks very much, and hey, be positive out there.